We always had joy in the house. It was always joyful. I have the memory of being at the kitchen table with all the hustle and bustle, and I just remember being always in a crowd with not enough space, but a lot going on, and a lot of love from my parents. I grew up in Edgewater, New Jersey, and it was a special place to grow up then. Edgewater was a tiny little town where every dad in town worked for one or two factories in town. Every mom knew every kid, and they kind of kept their eye out for every child. We grew up on the bottom floor of a three-family house, and we had 6 girls in the girls' room, 4 boys in the boys' room. The side yard was the perfect yard. It wasn't that wide, but it was on a hill, and every kid in Edgewater came to our yard to have fun, mostly with my dad. The best part of the house was the kitchen. Everything happened in the kitchen, and I got to sit at the head of the table opposite my dad, and I always felt like I had the best seat of that house, and so I loved to hang out in that kitchen. One thing you could say about my mom's house, it was comfortable. And that's what everybody always says about my house. It's comfortable. Maybe not fancy, but comfortable. In my own way, I feel like I've always tried to create my mother's house here. I haven't had the 10 kids, but I decorate the house like crazy with ridiculous decorations for all the holidays because it feels friendlier. Everybody comes to my house for all the holidays. A crowd, I think, and food are the magic formula for always having a good time. Even if you don't like the guy next to you, you're gonna find somebody across the table you're gonna like and talk to. What makes a place home for me is that I have a spot to be comfortable. And truthfully, the spot that I live 90% of my life is the bench in the corner, because I get great light, both south and west, so I have light all day long. It's a great reading bench, a great bench to have a glass of wine, a great bench to talk with friends. And so that bench is my happiest spot. It also has a peek of the park, so it allows me to gaze out and dream a little bit when I'm sitting there. You know, all my happiest memories happened in my home with my mom and dad and my siblings. That was my happiest place to be in life. And when I moved out of home, I longed for it. And so I created a business that felt like a home. I created a business where everybody got along, where they weren't welcome in the business. And I grew a tremendous number of salespeople to over 1,000 because I thought the more the merrier. And so I just kept adding people and creating my own big happy family. And I believe it was definitely entirely due to what I was used to growing up as a kid.